Score-ohjelman yhteistyössä mukana Viaplay, Viasat, Sony, Matkapörssi, Electronic Arts, EA, Jack and Jones ja PlayStation.
Visceral Studiosilta tulee uusi Battlefield Hardline. Scoretaanpa se tekijät.
Hi, I'm Steve Papoutsis, executive producer for Battlefield Hardline. So, I got started in video games about 20 years ago. Before I worked on video games, I was actually a musician, and I played in a punk rock band called No Use for a Name. And we actually toured around a lot. And when I was touring, I was always playing games, and going farther back than that, actually, when I was about 5 years old, is when I first started playing video games. My dad brought home Pong. And so I lived in Sunnyvale, where Atari was, and just video games were always around me when I was a kid. So I loved video games, but I also loved music. And when I first started working on games, it was after I stopped touring and playing in my band. I actually started working on sound for video games at a place called Crystal Dynamics, where I was a sound designer and an audio director. And that was about 20 years ago. So Battlefield Hardline is Visceral Games' first full Battlefield game where we're creating a scenario based around cops and criminals. And on the single player side, we're really focused on bringing kind of that drama that you see in TV or in film, where you see great characters with interesting dialogue, kind of battling back and forth, and some action sequences like heists and hostage rescue situations and high-speed chases. When we first started working on Battlefield Hardline at Visceral, there were a lot of expectations given how long DICE had been making the series. And what that meant to us was we really needed to make sure we delivered on the multiplayer experience. There's so many people that enjoy playing Battlefield multiplayer that we found it extremely important that we make sure our multiplayer is equally good. So when we announced the game back in June, we announced it with a live beta. So as soon as people found out about us making the game, they could actually download and play it. So we thought that the best way for people to get to know what it was, rather than reading an article or watching a video, is actually playing it. So we put out that beta, and we got a lot of great feedback from the community, and we've taken that feedback and incorporated it into the game to make it better. Since the beta came out, we got a lot of great feedback, and some of the things that we've changed already based on that feedback are, one thing was the survivalist thing that you could equip. Survivalist was the ability to actually get back up after being shot. A lot of people in the beta felt that it was overpowered, it was unfair. What would happen is you would get shot, you could pull out an EpiPen, stick it in yourself, and then you could get back up. So people felt that that was unfair because once that happened, the player got back up and shot them. And so instead of getting a kill, they wound up getting a kill. But what we realized was it's actually really fun. A lot of people did like it. So our design team changed it. And now the way it works is it works against explosive damage. So rather than ballistics, if you wind up walking into a trip mine or a breaching charge, you actually can get back up from that. That way, it's not an unfair advantage so that you can shoot the other player. Now it's happening when you're away from players.
Score-ohjelman yhteistyössä mukana Viaplay, Viasat, Sony, Matkapörssi, Electronic Arts, EA, Jack and Jones ja PlayStation.